Welcome to Hoops Archives, where we focus on sharing real and interesting player stories on and off the NBA court. Subscribe to our channel to help you discover a more interesting NBA. His gorgeous offense on the court amazes the fans, and his love story off the court is also talked about. The media knows the names of his ex-girlfriends, including Brazilian model Natalia Garibaldo, young model Cristina Garcia, actress Teyana Taylor, and Natalia's best friend Chantel Jeffries. You can doubt his skills, but you can't question his aesthetics. NBA star Kyrie Irving's ex-girlfriends are enough to line up a starting lineup and a substitute. His first child is named Azuri Elizabeth Irving, and the child's mother is Andrea Wilson, who is the 2010 Texas Beauty Pageant champion. She has a beautiful figure and is also Kyrie's first public girlfriend. Kyrie lost his mother at the age of 4, which made him lack a sense of security since childhood. He named his daughter Elizabeth, which is the name of his deceased mother. The two began dating in 2013. In 2015, Andrea Wilson suddenly announced that she was pregnant, but Kyrie emphasized that he had broken up with Andrea. As for the child support, once he is confirmed to be the child's biological father, he will bear all the expenses required to support the child. Kyrie now needs to pay millions of dollars in child support for his daughter every year. As the final whistle of the second game of the Western Conference semifinals between the Mavericks and the Thunder blew, Kyrie Irving rushed to the first row of spectators on the sidelines and kissed a beautiful woman affectionately, and this beautiful woman was his wife Marlene Wilkerson. And the fans saw Kyrie's wife and felt very familiar with her at the first sight. Yes, his wife looks very similar to Kobe Bryant's wife Vanessa. Perhaps this is also a manifestation of Kyrie's admiration for Kobe. Even his wife looks very similar to Kobe's wife. In addition to looking and having a temperament very similar to Vanessa, Marlene also attaches great importance to family like Vanessa. Even though Kyrie has become a top NBA star with millions or even tens of millions of fans around the world, Kyrie's wife Marlene is very low-key and doesn't like to show up in front of the media. She only occasionally posts about her life and family through social media. Marlene appears most often in the audience seats in NBA stadiums. She always silently supports her husband in the stadium and will not easily make some comments on social media or accept interviews casually, because she doesn't want to cause trouble for Kyrie off the court. However, before meeting Kyrie, Marlene also had her own career and was once a hot cover model. Marlene has a beautiful face and a hot body. She was definitely a popular beauty back then. But as she fell in love with Kyrie in 2018, she also suspended her career and devoted herself to starting a family with Kyrie. Friends who know Kyrie's love history know that Kyrie's emotional experience is quite rich, and it is not an exaggeration to call him a playboy. He has dated countless beauties before, and the most famous one is Doc Rivers' daughter. Therefore, when Kyrie announced that he was dating Marlene in 2018, most fans and gossip media were not optimistic about the relationship between Marlene and Kyrie, thinking that it would be another short-lived love. Compared to Kyrie's ex-girlfriends, Marlene's body is not hot and her appearance is not outstanding, but her unique personal charm made Kyrie reject Kendall Jenner's advances. Marlene Wilkerson was born in Los Angeles in 1993 and is 1 year younger than Kyrie. Her parents divorced when she was a child. Her mother was a nurse, and Marlene lived with her mother since she was a child. Before dating Kyrie, Marlene dated Paris Saint-Germain star Layvin Kurzawa and was with Kyrie's former high school teammate. Marlene was also an athlete before, having practiced soccer for 12 years, but later quit the team to work because of a knee injury. Marlene has rich social experience, having worked as a sales assistant at Victoria's Secret and a waiter in a restaurant. The economic development opportunities of social media have made Marlene an internet celebrity with more than 1 million fans. She live streams her products on social media and posts photos and videos. She created her own YouTube channel called The Find Guru to teach people about various healthy eating methods. Back in the off-season of 2018, Kyrie held a free training camp in Los Angeles to help children from poor families who had basketball dreams. When Kyrie's team posted online that they hoped to find a supplier that could provide safe and healthy lunches, Marlene contacted Kyrie's team immediately and was willing to provide lunches for these children free of charge. Later, Marlene personally prepared lunches for the children. When Kyrie learned that Marlene provided lunches free of charge, in order to express his gratitude, Kyrie decided to meet this kind girl in person. During the conversation, the two had similar childhood experiences and the same ideals, which quickly planted the seeds of love in their hearts. Later, when Marlene invited Kyrie to taste her dishes many times, Kyrie praised every dish and praised Marlene's superb cooking skills. Kyrie was even willing to fund a restaurant for Marlene in Los Angeles, but was rejected by Marlene. Marlene told Kyrie that she advocated that people stick to their intuition and instinct, learn to appreciate the surrounding environment, and immerse themselves in nature, rather than for the purpose of making money. This idea perfectly fits Kyrie, and the two who have a common language later developed into a couple. In 2019, Kyrie rarely announced his relationship with Marlene. Since then, the two have frequently shown their love on social media, and they are inseparable when attending events. In 2020, reporters photographed Marlene wearing a large diamond ring worth $250,000 on her hand. Needless to say, it must be given by Kyrie. Although Kyrie and his ex-girlfriend Andrea Wilson have a daughter, Marlene doesn't mind. Then in the second half of 2020, Marlene became pregnant. At that time, Kyrie was always with Marlene, doing rehabilitation exercises with her, and cooking with her. Their child was born in June 2021. In order to accompany Marlene to give birth, Kyrie even missed many games of the Nets. When their son was born safely and cried, Kyrie said excitedly, "We got you. I got you, baby boy." Obviously, the birth of this little boy means a lot to Kyrie. But what was unexpected was that their son was not born in the obstetrics and gynecology department of the hospital, but in the bathtub at home, and the one who assisted in the delivery was not the obstetrician and gynecologist, but Kyrie himself. Kyrie follows the tradition of the Standing Rock Sioux tribe and delivers his wife's baby. When Marlene was pregnant for the first time, he began to study the specific methods of bathtub delivery and successfully brought his child to the world. After Marlene gave birth, Kyrie took on the role of nanny, doing all the laundry, cooking, massage and childcare, working even harder than he did playing basketball. Kyrie said, "My wife is a warrior, and as a husband, I will do everything possible to ensure that she is fully taken care of." Kyrie has never told the outside world when he and Marlene got married, but he has already called Marlene his wife in the interview. None of his previous girlfriends has ever been treated like this. In October 2022, Kyrie posted some controversial remarks on social media, and the incident quickly fermented, and soon he was terminated by Nike. His refusal to take the COVID-19 vaccine, his unauthorized departure from the team, and his public termination of his contract made him a cancer to the team. Everyone knew he was a great basketball player, but he just didn't participate in the team's games at the time. Marlene later persuaded Kyrie to focus on his career, and Kyrie seemed to accept his wife's advice and return to the court. In addition to playing basketball, Kyrie will go home as soon as possible to babysit his wife, cook for her, and massage her feet. The reporter once captured a shot. After a game against the Timberwolves, Kyrie was interviewed and a video call came in. It was Marlene. Kyrie was very happy to answer the call and said gently, "Baby, I'm being interviewed. I'll call you later." It must be said that Marlene is the one who understands Kyrie the most, and Kyrie also loves her deeply. With a loving wife and a lovely child, Kyrie gradually became a different person. After coming to Dallas, Kyrie no longer likes to cause trouble like before, and even on the court, he is willing to help his teammates score. In this year's playoffs, many fans think Kyrie has matured. Although he is still keen to speak for the weak, he can still better balance life and basketball. He is no longer the young man who only knows how to pursue excitement, but has become a responsible husband and father. More and more people are finding that Kyrie has really changed. Kyrie on the court also let go of his obsession. He no longer pursued who would be the team leader. He just wanted to help the Mavericks reach a higher stage. Now Kyrie always holds his children happily before the game, and shows his love with his wife after the game. It seems that the result of the game is not so important to him. Kyrie, who only wants to be himself, now shows his leadership qualities everywhere. Many people's lives will change because of one person. Kyrie is very lucky because he met Marlene when he was most confused in his career. Today he is still in the limelight on the court, but he cherishes the happy time with his wife and children more. Maybe it really fits that sentence, good love will make people become the best version of themselves. Okay, that's all the content of this video. This episode is coming to an end, and everyone is welcome to leave comments. Please like and subscribe and click the bell icon to get new video updates. There's even more great stuff on my channel homepage. Thank you for watching. Okay, that's all the content of this video. This episode is coming to an end, and everyone is welcome to leave comments. Please like and subscribe and click the bell icon to get new video updates. There's even more great stuff on my channel homepage. Thank you for watching.